This morning, a game changer in the fight against COVID.
She was born in the height of it, 2020, so really excited to take the first step.
There's now a vaccine available for the youngest Americans. What local pediatricians want parents to know about those doses and how to get them. Plus, a breakthrough on gun reform legislation. Senator Chris Van Hollen explains the impact of the bipartisan bill in the wake of several mass shootings. And stopping the violence in Baltimore, Mayor Brandon Scott's plans to try and bring peace to the city during the historically tragic summer months. And hello everyone, I'm Jason Newton. Welcome to 11 TV Hill. The moment many parents eagerly awaited is now here. Children as young as 6 months old can get a COVID vaccine. Pfizer, Moderna, CDC, and FDA approved doses. They arrived in Maryland this past week. This morning, we're answering some of the questions parents may have about getting their child those shots. Joining us now is Dr. Mahim Jain from Kennedy Krieger. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
This is a momentous kind of a week right now because a whole new group of people, these younger folks, are able to get the shot. And my curiosity is, why is it so important that parents take a look at this?
So I agree that it is an exciting time.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to the new vaccine availability for the youngest in our population, you know, as a community, as a pediatrician, we are very excited. Now, the vaccine is meant to reduce the risk of not only getting COVID-19, but developing serious complications from it. Sure. In the youngest population, we also know that there is an increased risk of certain complications from COVID. That includes MIS-C, multi-system inflammatory syndrome, where children can actually develop a serious complication of generalized body inflammation, including the heart, brain, and it can be a serious life-threatening complication. In addition, you know, with the vaccine coming on board for the youngest, we know that there is an increased risk of developing other complications after getting COVID. That includes long COVID symptoms. So the hope is, with the vaccination now going to the youngest in our population, we'll you know, be able to see reduced rates of some of these complications.
I'm curious about the differences in vaccine. As some of these younger ones have seen their older brothers and sisters get the shot, is this shot any different that they'd be getting?
So it is the same formulation of the shot, but it is at a reduced dose. For the Moderna vaccine, it would be a 2-dose series. And for the Pfizer vaccine, it would be a 3-dose series. So that is a little different than for the older kids.
We talked a little bit about children with disabilities, and you're saying that that is a concern that folks should take into account as they do talk to their pediatricians. What is the concern?
So from very early in the pandemic, initial data really supported an observation that individuals with disabilities are particularly susceptible to developing severe COVID and severe complications, including increased risk of death from COVID. That is an independent risk factor. Now, at Kennedy Krieger, we see a lot of patients who have developmental disabilities, and the population is at risk for severe COVID. You know, in getting a vaccine in that population, that would provide direct benefit to them. Another, you know, motivation to get the vaccine in the broader population would be to reduce the risk of transmission, particularly to those who are the more vulnerable people in our population.
About 30 seconds left for parents that are out there. The number one job for them right now, talk to your pediatrician. Is that job one?
It is. I think people are looking for information. You know, the FDA and CDC have been very transparent with the data that exists. Talking with the pediatrician who knows the child's history is very important. You know, so parents can get all of the information specific to their child.
All right, Dr. Jain over at Kennedy Krieger. Good to see you this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. And we have resources for parents on our website and mobile app as well. You can find it under the coronavirus tab.